Welcome to the show.
I always make movies about desire. How desire pulls people together and maybe pulls them apart. Cinema is about human beings. And so, when you do a movie, you are dealing with the extremities of the human behavior. And of desire and connection to a very profound degree. The projection of desire is really something cinematic as well, because it's about the pulse that is invisible, but at the same time, it's there. To try to understand how to visualize that invisibility and yet that concrete presence, it is something wonderful to try to tackle. The last movie I made, Queer. This is a movie about love, and it's a love story between those two very specific people who are very difficult people.
You think he's queer? I can't tell.
We could always just ask.
No.
Recognizing the depths of their connection, but somehow not being synchronized in finding a way in which this connection can last longer than glimpses.
I want to talk to you. Without speaking.
Desire is queer, is ungraspable. They struggle and they aim for something in their life. But at the same time, they cannot last together for longer than this intensity and passion of these moments.
Ayahuasca.
Viaje. And why would you say you were interested in this plant?
It's said that Yahe increases telepathic sensitivity.
Who is it that you are trying so desperately to communicate with? Your wife?
No.
But they are caged in their own bodies. What ayahuasca would do immediately to them? Liberate completely the hearts in a literal way, which is of course the idea of fusing yourself with one. It's scary to people because you feel the idea that self-annihilation in the other. But in this case was a portal open for the two of them to finally accept their mutual love. Desire means the curiosity to find a way to know each other. But then they cannot continue because they're too scared. In I Am Love, the character in Emma Recchi emigrated from Russia and she married a very wealthy man. She morphed into a Milanese lady, but she's Russian.
Quando sono arrivata a Milano, ho smesso di essere russa.
Alle mogli dei Recchi.
She doesn't have a place. Her identity has been denied. The visualization of this desire is Antonio, the chef.
Buonasera, signore. Salve, signora, come va?
Un pranzo eccellente.
They become lovers, and there is this scene in which they remove the clothes. She's oppressed by the way in which she has to be dressed. It's a weapon. Visually, Emma is saying goodbye to life, to be completely open and toward the directions of her desires.
Una volta tanto mi ha raccontato del piatto che prepari per lui. Difficilissimo, mi ha detto.
Throughout the movie, the cook connects with her desires.
Quando avevo nostalgia cucinavo. Buongiorno, preparai una zuppa che mi aveva insegnato mia nonna. Laucha.
And so we were in danger because this son cannot confront that his mother has an emotional life that goes beyond the role that she has as a mother and as a wife.
Democracy. Prendi la guerra per esempio. Se tutto il bene che viene perché paralizzi è democrazia.
Amore.
Spasiba, mama.
Chasing the idea of desire. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you don't.
When you dance the dance of another, you make yourself in the image of its creator.
I want you to be my coach. I want you to be my coach.
Love can be somehow used as a weapon of dominance over the other.
He's not in love with you.
What makes you think I want someone to be in love with me?
The emotional kind of power, you can really be obsessive and obsessed.
Billy was a tough guy. Happy met his real-life Hannibal Lecter. Was he a real-life Clarice?
That's the art, manipulation at the utmost level. Call Me By Your Name. This is a movie about two boys loving each other. It's about Elio wanting Oliver. And the movie participates to the desire of Elio to have Oliver.
Muscles are firm. Not a straight body in these statues, they're all curved. Hence their ageless ambiguity. As if they're daring you to desire them.
This is a very important scene, and it's a moment in which Ellie and Oliver are open up to one another.
So World War II, huh?
Oh, no, this is World War I.
So they go to the monument and they start to have small talk about it. But in a way, the monument is so meaningful because it's about youth who died.
170,000 people die.
Is there anything you don't know?
And maybe that triggers Elio's instinct to say the things.
Well, you seem to know more than anybody else around here.
Well, if you only knew how little I know about the things that matter.
And then
What things that matter?
Oliver goes instinctively on the opposite side because he's, in a way, terrified by the proximity, but he wants to hear that.
You know what things.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I thought you should know.
Because you thought I should know?
Because I wanted you to know. Because I wanted you to know. Because I wanted you to know.
But the monument is in the middle, so we are going to the monument. And then we go back, and then they meet again. We see how in this moment the dynamic of the teasing and dancing around one another's coyness, it is laid out in relationship with this space.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
When you do a movie, you have to make it the visual language. That's how we ended up having Elio coming off the water from the lake, playing with the necklace, and boom, the thing comes off of his mouth. And we realize that he really is looking for brotherhood and a really, really strong bond with this boy. We don't know what Elio really will end up feeling and being as an adult. I think it's very cinematic. Because cinema is about what is in between the frames. So I like this possibility of someone being there and not being there. Cinema is about the layers in the frame, the figure in the space. And then, cut. not the frame before and the frame after, but the juncture between the two of them, that invisible thing that put together two images into a third image in the mind of the audience.
You know you have a tick, right? Before you throw the ball up, you place it in the exact center of the neck of the racket. Okay, fine. How about this? If the two of you slept together, serve like me.
Being a medium that deals with editing and the invisible. Cinema is looking for connection with the narrative of desire. It's an exploration of the medium of filmmaking itself.
Deuce.
Watching movies, you, the viewer, express desire. There is a sort of universality that we want to connect. And yet that universality changes through times and perspective and point of view. This act of looking and enjoyment through the gaze, that's a form of self-expression. Looking at other people, it's all about understanding yourself.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
The desire of going to the movies. It's a collective experience, but at the same time, it's a very individual one. And it's how we hear the stories that makes us enchanted of our fantasies, desires, and love.
Right now, you may not want to feel anything, but feel something you obviously did. Just remember, our hearts and our bodies are given to us only once. And before you know it, your heart's worn out. And as for your body, there comes a point when no one looks at it, much less wants to come near it. Right now, there's sorrow, pain. Don't kill it. And with it, the joy you felt. To make yourself feel nothing, so as not to feel anything.